So, I got the Skyscale yesterday, and let's just talk about it for a second. So I just got this, like as you can see, recently completed riding Skyscale. So this was a very long collection, like combo chain, whatever you want to call it. It was like very long, but it wasn't that. It wasn't the actual collection that was long. Mainly the grindy part that bothered me a bit was like collecting all the Living War Season 4 materials that you need. Because at the end, right at the end, almost actually, before the final challenge, you require the final collection. You're required to go and make the saddle for the sky scale, right? It's like sky scale saddle something. Let's see what is it? It's like sky scale something. Troublesome. This is all the eggs. Sniper's nest. No, that doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It's something else. Well, anyway, I don't know where the fuck it is. Flight. Maybe flight? No, this is the last one. Okay. War Eternal. I don't know how to back up here without exploding. Water, ice, courage, air, torch. Okay, scale, reflexes, saddle. Here we go. So getting those materials is the hardest, let's say. It's not hard. It's the longest, the most time-gated challenge, let's say, if you only do it on one character. So there are a couple of mistakes that I've made by doing this. I followed the wiki. I didn't follow like a video guide on YouTube or something. Like I just googled like Skyscale walkthrough or something, and there's like the wiki. Let me stop because it's this heart is blasting. Alright. So I made the mistake and I went and farmed the materials only on one character. I didn't know that the routes for all the materials that you can get daily and the daily volatile magic mats that you can buy from the vendor that unlocks when you do a heart in those maps. You can do it like on multiple characters per day. I didn't know that, and I only used my main, which is the dragon hunter. I only used that one because I thought it was daily only, and they wouldn't respawn on another character. Even if I'm right, the only thing that I've confirmed that it is only character only, and you can do it with multiple characters, is the buying 5 materials on the NPC when you do the heart. Like you can do that one, you can buy the same five materials on the same NPC by doing the heart every day on every character. So I didn't know that. I discovered that yesterday because I farmed everything. What happened is I decided to farm the materials for the Skyscale saddle first before even unlocking the Skyscale because I knew that I needed them, but I didn't check the full list. So the problem was that I had 4 maps materials, and what I think I needed Thunderhead Peaks and Dragonfall also, or like on top of the other 4 that I had. So I had to like extend my grind and go get those because I was behind on those. I had 250 on everything else, and I had like 100, not even like 1 or like 10 of like the dragon crystal thing that drops from Thunderhead Peaks. I didn't have any of those from that map, and I only had like 10 or like 50 Mistborn modes from Dragonfall. So what happened is that part, the saddle collection, took me a long time. It took me like maybe like 5 days ish, since I only did with one character, because I didn't know that you could go with different characters and do the same thing. I didn't know. I would have done that if I knew, and it would only be like a couple of days, like 3 days. The days that you need to wait to feed. That would have been the only time gating, but it took me a long time for that reason. So at the end of the day, I did it. It took me like around 10 days, if not 14. Like I don't remember when I started exactly. I'm pretty sure it's more than 1 week, but I don't know if how longer, like how much longer, how many days was like past 7 I needed. So it doesn't matter. So let's talk about the mount. The mount is really cool. Like the concept is cool. I don't like the head. Like it's kind of weird. It looks weird, and I'm definitely gonna buy a skin. Of course, this is all of this is obviously, but I have to say it because you know, internet. This is like my opinion on the thing. So the fact that I don't like the face doesn't really matter. I'm not a picky person. I've never been, so I don't really care. But I really wanna get a skin for this, because I saw that you can buy on the shop, you can buy the certificate that lets you choose one skin in particular, and that was the one that I want. I think it's called Star Color. I want that one. Hopefully you can, if you can dye it, I want Star Color. Otherwise I'll look for something else. Now, it is worth getting the Skyscale. I think it is, unless you really hate grinding. But if you hate grinding, like if you can stand grinding, not even for like, I don't know, like for a week, if you can stand it, you really hate it. A lot of collections that come from the game that there are in Guild Wars, you cannot do them because there's a lot of time getting, like you need to wait, and then you need to check guides, and you need to farm this material, and then you need to run around. Who's talking? Who's talking? Is that guy over there? Sounds like it's behind me or something. But yeah, so it is worth. It might not seem that it is worth if you have the Griffin, because if you have the Griffin and you're able to reach a decent like drop, you run and you dive from decent altitude, you can cover a lot of ground by using the Griffin. But what the Griffin doesn't do, it can do, and made me want to get the Skyscale, because at first I didn't want to get the Skyscale because I thought, okay, I have the Griffin already, so I don't really need the Skyscale. The thing that made me that convinced me, I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna lock this damn Skyscale, and I'm gonna do it now, and I'm not gonna do anything else until I get it. And that's what I did. I played 100% of the time I was in the game was dedicated towards unlocking the Skyscale. Why? So I was doing meta events in like maps around the world. I don't remember where it was exactly. The first one that made me realize this, and maybe it was Dragonfall or something. I was trying out and like unlocking for the first time some of the new maps that I didn't have yet. In the Living World season 4, I didn't have Dragonfall. I didn't have Thunderhead Peaks, and I didn't even have the dragon map from the how is it called again? Heart of Thorns. The map, this map, no, this Dragon's Den. I don't remember. Okay. So yeah, basically, I was doing one of the metas, and I kept falling off edges, and I kept failing in like ascending vertically, and to get like easily get to a more nicer view, or like reaching a boss in time. I was like bugging out, like I had to hop off the Griffin and like call the rabbit, but I got hit before calling the rabbit, so now I'm in combat and I can't climb this without a mount, and the 60% of the group is already killing it, and I'm losing the boss, and I actually lost a couple bosses because of this, because I didn't have a mount that was able to climb to like vertically, like ascend vertically. So even if I don't have any masteries yet, I read the masteries, and there is one that might be cool. Like I'm gonna unlock them all, by the way. But the mastery that gives the Skyscale the ability to jump, the to do like an extra jump after you grab. I don't know if that replenishes the stamina or if it gives you some time to replenish it. But I have this, so it should be fine if I play it correctly. I am still super noob on and unexperienced on like how to fly and how to control the Skyscale, because I actually didn't have the time, because I unlocked it like 10 hours ago or something. So yeah, I wanted to make a video just for fun, just to say my thoughts and stuff like that. So it is worth, yes. It was a bit of a grind, especially the material part, yes. The only part that was a bit annoying was the egg part, because it sent me all over the world doing stuff, events, but it wasn't that bad, because at the end of the day, what you had to do was to just play the game. And since I really enjoy the gameplay, the core gameplay, the movement, the combat, I really enjoy this in Guild Wars. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I perceived it as annoying because I wanted to get the mount as soon as possible. But if we scratch that out, if we ignore that personal feel for that personal reason, objectively, I don't think it was that bad, because you just need to play the game in different areas. And also, if you don't have those areas, that maybe like you're on a new character. In that case, you also have a chance to explore a bit more and to have like a more expanded and completed unveil of the world map of the base game and the two expansions and the Living World Season 4. So before we wrap it up, because I don't think I have anything else to say. I really enjoyed. Let's do like my thought about it. Like generally, I really enjoyed doing the unlocking the Skyscale. It took a bit of time, and the only part that I got annoyed with was the gathering of the materials, because I knew that I had to start from zero. But now that I have it, from another player perspective, it could be that you're already doing those maps. So unless you're actually using and spending the currency, you have some stacked up. So it doesn't take as long as someone like me who started with 0 on every map and had to grind from 0 to 250 on 6 maps on one character only. So I had to wait the day after, because I didn't know you could do you could come back with another character. I didn't know. So from for another player, it might be less annoying. For me, it was annoying, and the only part that was annoying was that one. So at the end of the day, it wasn't that bad, and the mount is cool. I'm gonna get a skin as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Whenever I get the chance, I'll check all the skins and see which one I like the most. And I think I have enough masteries. As you can see, I'm not like a no life player like of Guild Wars. I don't have many achievements. Let's open a tiny window on who I am on Guild Wars. I started playing Guild Wars on day one on 2012 with some friends, and they all left, and they left me alone. Let's say, playing like it was only me that was playing the game after like a week or something. I leveled an elementalist 90. It was like I wasn't the world first, but I was amongst the group of people, like amongst the first group of people that got to max level. But I didn't know what the game was about, like what the Guild Wars MMO concept was. So I came from Terra, I came from Cabal, and all those games that are like, they have heavy end game, and it's like clear window when end game is starting, and you do this, and this, and then you did the end game. So I didn't know what to do. So at that point, I got bored and I left. And then I came back and left, came back and left, came back and left, on and off, on and off, on and off. And you can see from the achievement. So besides that, like, that's why I didn't have the sky scale for first day, and I didn't know much, and I didn't have all the maps unlocked. But yeah, so that's it pretty much. I just wanted to say something about the sky scale because I just got it and I was hyped, so I just wanted to discuss it a bit. So yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna go and get all the masteries, and then I'll get a skin, and then maybe I'll do another video or something. We'll see. Yeah. So bye. Thank you for watching.